Hello, 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 and welcome to Oracle Priestess Noemi, Bear of Victory's channel. And for those of you who already know me, what's up? So, if you haven't seen the first quarter moon collective reading, I suggest that you watch it. It has some tips in there, and it was just a straight channel. So, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next reading. And I actually remember seeing the die, so I'm going to go ahead and grab it real quick. All right. Here it is. So I also did a video a while back about spiritual baths. During this time, it's a great time to do a spiritual bath. Okay, so that's said, that's done. I do prepare spiritual baths for people on an individual basis. So if you need a spiritual bath individually made for you, just contact me. I'll be happy to put one together for you. But here's the die. And I have been seeing sevens everywhere. We also are seeing the number 10, which would make a lot of sense because, you know, we're coming up at the end of a cycle. First quarter moon, as I said in the reading, reflection is a big thing during this time. And the other readings about alchemy, it's really a big time for manifesting, especially with the energy that we have at our fingertips, since especially the eclipse, the pink moon, all of those things all together. So, you know, it's really about assessing the past in accordance with where we are right now. I'm a big believer of knowing the history of the present because everything gets repeated, whether it's you, your family, people around you, or even just things on a global level. You'll be able to see a pattern. The hardest pattern to really keep track of and what brings a lot of fear is natural disasters, because oftentimes natural disasters have a pattern of things happening for the renewal of Mother Earth as she cleanses herself. It happens, you know, sometimes over every 100 years or 150 years or 200 years or whatever it may be. And, you know, none of us really live that long. So we just have to be careful about really right at this moment listening to institutional announcements and caring for ourselves in a way that brings us joy, but also helps someone else, right? So keep those things in mind, whatever that may be for you. And we'll go ahead and move forward. But I do feel like something exciting is just, I'm feeling something really exciting. I don't know if it's because of so many things coming into the form of justice. And just people who are lying, people who are institutionally controlling certain things. Like, for example, I follow, because of my legal career, I think it's just natural for me to like watch trials now. I've never really been into that, but you know, it's a different time, and so I like to watch you know, a lot of court TV. Oftentimes it's trials that are old because I just like think it's quite fascinating to see the different trials. And there was this one trial that there was a brother and a sister, and they got life in prison, and they were minorities. and they got life in prison, even though they were not, I would say they were not completely in their logical mind, or they had I'm pretty sure they had some sort of disability that impeded their ability to care for themselves and their mother, but they were charged with negligence, and it seemed pretty unfair what happened to them, being that there were 3 siblings and only 2 went to jail, even though the 3rd sibling actually was of more higher education and was, what would one say, had a better understanding of caring for herself. She was an independent person that didn't live in the home. But I guess for me, it's kind of like what I'm trying to explain here, and this has to resonate for somebody. There's 2 sides to a story, and then there's the truth. And during this time, it's a time of telling the truth. And while they went to prison for the rest of their lives for something that they may not be guilty of, they could be going to prison for something they've done that nobody knows about. And so that is the feeling right now. There is a feeling of justice that only God knows what the wrath is there. And so during this time, for example, another example of a trial is the Alec Baldwin trial, and the prosecutor just really was lying on, and stuff, and God made things happen perfectly in a perfect way, where that prosecutor was not able to lie anymore. She basically told on herself, and it was due to arrogance. It was due to not being truthful. And so during this time, it's a good time to be truthful. Yesterday I got a download. It was talking about beware neophytes. And a neophyte is someone who is green, who is new to things of karma and dharma. And if you don't believe in that stuff, it's, reaping what you sow. Do not force your way. Act in humility. Do no harm. Follow your inner wisdom. Plant the seeds of truth. They will grow, blossom, and bear fruit throughout the ages to follow. Throughout the ages to follow, right? So that just puts me in the mind of ancestral things. So a lot of us have to understand that there are some things that we could be reaping justice for from the very, very past. And it's just not going to look like what we thought it was going to look like. But number 7, I guess number 7 is Libra, isn't it? Is it Virgo or Libra? I think it's Libra. So anyhow, I hope I helped heal at least one person in the world today, because that has to be specific, and it's probably not for all of you, but the part for all of you is definitely truth. Okay, be authentic, tell the truth. If there's something you're holding back, make sure you're clearing those things out, because if not, they will be revealed. It has a way of revealing itself. The truth, especially during this energy, just will come out. And it's always for the highest good. Not to get you all, in a worry, but it's just that is what the energy is doing. And that is what I'm here to report. Some of you could be really mourning a loss. I send condolences, love and light, and the progress of your loved one's journey. I just really feel like a really tough time right now. So, and it could just be to something that you're thinking about, something that you're reflecting about that loss. But also how this person just brought you so much joy. And so And we're just picking out the good parts of everything and trying to manifest what we need to manifest with that. So let's see who it is. Everything's a part of the reading. So even when I don't draw cards, because I'm channeling the whole time, but you guys love the cards, and so they're pretty pictures you want to watch, and that's why I do them. All right, let's see. We have number 5, and number 5 is Leo. Number 5. You could be in Scorpio energy. I'm feeling some Scorpio energy. I'm feeling some Aries up in here. Okay. So let's go ahead and step out of your comfort zone. All right. So whatever your north node is, you should be stepping into your north node. And it could be north node in Libra. We have emotions are running high, just like we were talking about. And supermoon, usually I'm pretty sure the supermoon happens in August. So, everything Leo right now, like everything is just really pointing to Leo energy, inner power energy. Let's see. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. And today marks the first quarter moon. It peaks at 3 p.m. Eastern time. At least for here. I don't know where it is. But we have half of the moon is illuminated and the other half is not. So things are being revealed on one hand. And the other things are things we must reveal. Things of our shadow. Things that we need to work with and work on and reflect on, right? And then I'm going to flip this over because I'm feeling like that's how it is. A fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. And I just said, number 1, which is Aries. So Aries also takes us to putting things into action, right? So this card talks about climax approaching. Yes, we are approaching a full moon. But before that before that happens, before we're releasing what we didn't put into action, we're putting things into action. So the energy is conducive to that. Let's see what else we have, because we have this like this. So we're going to flip this over. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. And so you could be dealing with a Gemini, or this could be really talking about communication, because that's what I'm feeling. There's communication that you need to work on, especially when it comes to something that has to do with your comfort zone. So you could have a discomfort about something that you want to reveal, or somebody in your energy feels that way. They may be a Gemini, they may be an Aries, it may not even matter. They're saying take action, communicate, okay? So if the signs help you or that resonates, great. But let's not just think about the signs. And then we have luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. So I really do feel like this goes back to the pink moon. We mentioned the pink moon in the previous reading, the collective reading. And this pink aura has been going on for quite a while. I would say about 3 weeks. I've had my intention on pink auras, and it has a lot to do with, for at least for my understanding of what I'm feeling and the energy is telling me, is about transformation and ascension. Okay, so this aura, this pink aura, is has to do with red and white, because red and white mixed together makes pink. However, the challenge is making sure that they stay separate while still channeling the pink aura, the softness, the sweetness, but understanding, because we have the half, right? We have the shadow and we have the illuminated moon. So it's kind of like Make sure that you're using the red, the passion, the getting things done. Make sure you're using that. And then make sure the purity, the innocence, the whites, make sure you're using that for cleansing, for clearing, for understanding that you need to give yourself a break. Okay? So let us see. And interesting enough, Leo's coming out again. So, you know, it just is what it is, and that is how it's supposed to be. Let's see what the alchemy card is, and then we'll finish. And that just jumped out. We have vinegar. We have vinegar. I don't know if this came out in Leo's reading last time, but it came out in somebody's reading. For the alchemy reading for the, I can't remember what moon it was, but let me go ahead and check that. And that way you can be completely well-informed. So there's something you do need to be well-informed about. You need to read the fine print. Let me put the volume down on this. And let's see. We do have some resurrection energy. So I'll just make sure that, let's see, was this vinegar in there? Let's see, liberation, awakening, loss. Following that spark of lights. It's definitely not there. All right, let's see. It could have been in Kundalini rising. Let's see. Let me see. No, Kundalini rising had to do with what we're talking about right now. Spark of light. Vinegar being added, it could have been a collective reading, the divine flow reading. Vinegar is something that in alchemy and, you know, things alike, when you add a drop of vinegar to something, you may not taste it. You may not taste the vinegar, just depending on what you added to, right? So in life, what you want to do when you have vinegar, you want to be careful. Okay, so we have vinegar and we have the cross, and the cross has been coming out for me. It came out for me. The rosy cross came out yesterday. Looks a lot like the rosy cross. And then we talked about the elements. I'm pretty sure we talked about the elements in the collective reading for the first quarter moon general. But it's taking everything with a grain of salt. It's making sure that the correct amount of things are happening, the yin and the yang, especially when it comes out with this, taking things into action, taking step by step, making sure that you're making a list, you're checking it twice, making sure that you're surrendering to what it is that that divine timing needs you to surrender to. So let's go and make sure that you're inviting help. Make sure that you are being humble in all the steps that you're taking, and just worry about the fire under your ass, not under other people's, because sometimes, Leo, when you step out of your comfort zone, you want people to step out of their comfort zones with you. They may not be ready for all that, okay? So let's see. Stay grounded during this time. This is definitely Cancer season, going into Leo season. You know, we're almost there. So we have liberation. We have surrender, like we were saying. So yeah, and then we have ease. It is easy for me to receive. It is easy for me to receive. It is easy for me to receive. Why? Because it's a manifesting time, okay? And just go with the flow. Expansiveness, we have limitless potential here. So it is all just coming together, and we talked about karma. We talked about karma in the collective reading. So letting things flow, letting people go through the things that they need to go through. You don't need to worry about that. You see her, she's sewing. She's like, la, 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 la. I've already sewn, but I'm going to go ahead and sew some more. And I'm going to let everything else just do what it needs to do. Not my problem. You know what I'm saying? It's just not my problem. All right, and then you have awakening, and you're going to awaken to this. You're going to awaken to the karma around you, the dharma around you. What is your last message? Love. Love. I found love on a two-way street. I have no idea what that means for you. This is happening for you, not to you. Okay, Leo? So make sure that you're stepping out of your comfort zone. Know that your commitment will be tested. And just take action for the things that you need to take action on, and allow people to take their own action. I hope I helped heal at least one person in the world today. And Leo, I sure hope it was you. Thanks for watching. Bye.